Well, basically what happened was when I met Roy ages ago, he said, we're going to be moving our history group down here to this lower level, and would you like to join the group? I said, yeah, great. So I came along, I met Ivor, and they moved from upstairs downstairs, and then I looked out the window. I said, oh, there's a sort of an area out there. It used to be a garden. They said, yeah. I said, is that part of our empire here? And Ivor said, well, I don't know. I said, well, what I'd like to do, if you're agreeable, is we'll turn it into a herb garden, which would be for medicinal herbs for making people better, and also for putting into food, which has been going on for thousands of years. People have used plants for medicine and they've used it for flavouring. So I said, yeah, good idea. So we approached the management of the park and said, would you mind if we use it? We won't own it, we would use it. And they said yes. So I then approached the Botanic Gardens, and the Botanic Gardens gave me half a dozen or 20 or more plants of different herbs. Let me think now. They gave me rosemary, which is for remembrance. It calms people down. We've got hypericum out there, which is used for depression. Even nowadays, you can buy it in the herbal shops for depression. We've also got, I can't think now, what else we got? We got Angelica out there, which is can be cut, and the stems can be candied with sugar, and you can chew it, but it also helps with coughs and sore throats and so on. But it's basically a sweetie sort of thing. I'm trying to think what else. We've got a fascinating thing there that I always like. You really can use it as a herb, but it's called lady's mantle. And the reason it's called lady's mantle is because people believed that it was the cloth that the Virgin Mary would put around herself. So they said this plant was very similar to that. And what happens in the morning is the dew collects in the bottom of the leaf, and the alchemists who believed in turning base metals into gold used to gather this stuff because they believed if they used it in their formula, they could create things from gold. It's not true, of course, but it's a fascinating little story. So I always find that interesting. And the other thing I've got out there is I've planted Jerusalem artichokes, which are different from globe artichokes. But Jerusalem artichokes, you dig the roots up and cook them like potatoes, and they contain a substance that people who suffer from diabetes, they can eat it with no harm. Because I believe I'm right in saying if you eat potatoes and you suffer from diabetes, it can make you ill. But if you eat these roots, which are very similar, then you're not harmed at all. It contains a substance that is safe, put it that way.